Yep, I got it up there. Whew. Well, there's a nice shot of the dome. I'm gonna go over there and get a closer look. I had to get the sunset for a second though. Alright, I haven't been taking the camera with me, obviously. Kind of been busting my butt, and I don't want to fall off the roof just to get camera shots. But the old roof up here leaked a little bit. It took a couple years, but it eventually started leaking. So this time, I mean, that was like a real temporary one anyway. This one is going to be a more permanent roof. So I tarred the crap out of it over the plywood, right? And then I took 5 pieces of sheet metal, and each one goes on each one of the Pentagon 5 thingies. Ugh. I need a script or something, then I won't like make terrible sentences. Nah, no I don't. Anyway, I got that sheet metal from the junkyard. It was part of a old above ground pool. You know, it like just had a big round thing of sheet metal, and then the water and the liner went in the middle. Anyway, it was in the junkyard, and it was good. It was a real big sheet, so I didn't even use up half of it actually to cut all these what are they, trapezoids out. Anyway, nailed all those on above the massive amounts of tar I gooped all over the place. And then on top there is the skylight. I'm sure you've seen that before because I was working on it, and I don't know, a couple weeks ago or something. Anyway, and that has a couple screws going up from under, and the screws all have glue on them, so that the part that's sticking up is hopefully not just metal exposed. And it also has glue all the way around it, so it's like sandwiched in there, and it should be pretty watertight. And there, so you can see the skylight up there. I'm gonna have to get a person up there for reference. The room is significantly bigger than it used to be. Anyway, so I'm incredibly excited to have like one piece finished. Like the roof up there is done. There's nothing more I could do to it. It should be watertight for decades now, I think. Very exciting stuff anyway. I thought I just turned my zoom off. Anyway, it was kind of scary today because at one point I was like up here on like laying on top of there so I could reach the spots I had to nail, and like looking off this way you can't see the ground here. You can only see the ground like 150 feet down. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Luckily though, I was laying on top of something Jaimie built. He generally does a pretty good job of making things sturdy. Building is so much easier when it's warm out. Anyway, I got the ceiling done in here. So let me show you how that works. Go up the little ladder, which will probably change at some point, and then push the door open. And then we're up here. Marvelous. So, in a nutshell, from like down there all the way across to over there is insulated very nicely. Next, I think I'm going to put the walls on up here. And they're not going to be insulated. This room up here is going to be insulated after the fact. And then after I'm just going to put plywood on here. And then I'm going to start on the big walls down there. Oh, and how did I get this piece of plywood to fit so well in this funny shape that isn't quite exactly a very good circle? Well, I figured out where the center was, drew a line straight across, and then just measured points like from here to there, and then measured up a certain distance, and then measured over from there to over there, and just wrote down all those measurements on a little block of wood, transferred them to the piece of plywood, and basically drew a graph, kind of like you do in like grade 3 or whatever, whenever you start learning to do graphs. Yeah, I just graphed it. Oh, and of course everything is spray foamed together. I use spray foam for everything lately. Except the door, of course. But that just fits incredibly snugly. Alright, time to go do some measurement. Well, I've been putting the walls up in the top there. Ooh, And you can see the solar panels just sticking out to the right. And it's kind of taking a while. So I have to cut every piece custom. But it's going alright. Oh, and here's how I've been getting them up. Here's the rope hanging down. Tie them up down there, and then pull them up and get them up through the middle. And there's barely enough space to pull them up through inside. And as you can see, the sun's almost gone. So I guess that's it for today. Again, need more sun. It's only like 4:30. Curve that one. Oh, won't fit.